All right, today we're going to talk about a really weird but totally universal glitch in our vision. We're calling it the visual echo.
I mean, you know exactly what I'm talking about, right? A camera flashes in your face, or maybe you glance at the sun for just a split second, and boom, for the next minute, you're seeing these weird floating spots. Everybody's experienced it, but what is actually going on?
Well, those little phantom spots, they actually have a name. They're called afterimages. You can think of them as like a visual impression that just kind of hangs around even after the original light is long gone. So how on earth does that work? Let's get into it.
All right, so let's treat this like a little mystery, a puzzle that's happening right inside your own eyes. So here's the big question we're tackling. What's the actual biological process that creates these ghost-like images in our vision? And the answer? Well, it all comes down to what we can call a visual echo. It's like a brief memory of light that your eye just holds on to for a moment. Okay, to really get this, we need a super quick biology refresher. So at the back of your eye, you've got the retina, and it's just lined with millions of tiny light-sensitive cells. You've got rods, which handle light and dark, and then you've got cones, which are in charge of color. These two are basically the main characters in our story today.
So here's how it all goes down. First, a super bright light hits your retina. Those photoreceptor cells we just talked about, the rods and cones, they just start firing like crazy. They get totally overstimulated, almost like they're getting tired out. Then, when you look away, those overworked cells send out this rebound, a kind of reverse signal. And your brain, it interprets that signal as that lingering spot you see. So it's not new light you're seeing, it's the perfect example of that visual echo we mentioned.
And this is really the most crucial point, right? That floating spot, it isn't an actual object out there in the world. It's literally the sign of your own biological system recovering and resetting itself in real time. It's a completely internal process, not some external thing you're looking at.
But wait, it gets even more interesting. It turns out that not all afterimages are created equal. There are actually two totally different types, positive and negative spots.
Okay, so first up, you've got your positive afterimages. These are the ones you get from a super brief bright flash. Think of a camera flash. The spot you see is the exact same color as the original light. But then, you have negative afterimages. These are different. This is what happens when you stare at one color for a little too long. Your cone cells for that specific color get totally fatigued. So when you look away, the opposite color cones overcompensate and fire instead. That creates an afterimage in the inverted color. It's exactly why staring at, say, a red dot will make you see a green one when you look at a white wall. It's pretty wild.
All right, so that explains the spots themselves. But what about that other weird part of the whole experience? You know, the fact that they seem to just drift and float around? What's up with that?
The reason they float is actually brilliantly simple. That imprint of the light is physically fixed on a specific spot on your retina. So naturally, wherever your eye moves, that little imprint moves right along with it. Your brain is just processing that leftover signal, but since there's no new external light to anchor it in place, the spot just follows your gaze. It's not an object floating in the room, it's the echo moving with your eye.
So how long is this weird effect supposed to last? Well, for a normal, harmless afterimage from something like a camera flash, it should fade away pretty quick, anywhere from a few seconds to about a minute. Your vision should get back to normal really fast. And that actually brings us to a really important point, because while these are usually totally harmless, there are times when visual disturbances like this can be a sign of something more serious going on.
Listen, you should absolutely see a doctor if you have afterimages that last for hours or even days. You also really need to pay attention to flashes of light that seem to come from nowhere without an actual source, or a sudden increase in those little floaters. And if any of these things are happening along with blurry vision, headaches, or dizziness, yeah, those could be signs of retinal issues or migraines, and you should for sure get that checked out. Of course, prevention is always the best medicine. And look, most of this is common sense, but it's always worth repeating. Don't stare directly at the sun, ever. Wear good UV-protected sunglasses. If you're on screens all day, use brightness filters, and try to follow the 20-20-20 rule. That's where every 20 minutes, you just look at something 20 feet away for 20 seconds. And yeah, maybe try to avoid having a camera flash go off right in your face.
And I think this is probably the most important takeaway from all of this. We have this tendency to think of our eyes as just cameras, right? Passively recording the world. But this whole phenomenon shows that's not true at all. They're a complex, active, living system. They're constantly adapting, processing, and sometimes they're just trying to catch up with the speed of light.
So, the next time you see that bright, floating spot after a flash, don't be annoyed by it. Be fascinated. You're not just seeing some weird glitch. You're literally witnessing a beautiful piece of your own biology happening in real time. A direct, visual confirmation of the incredible living system that lets you see the world. It really makes you wonder, right? What other glitches in our perception are actually just amazing features we haven't fully understood yet?